Hello guys, welcome to my new Football Manager series called Up Pompey. Basically, if you guys have seen the original intro, I could only get it up to the quality up to about 360 on YouTube because it was exported in a weird way. I found out a way of how to get everything 1080p, so pretty much everything since then I believe has been 1080p. I just wanted to redo this introduction episode basically so you guys can actually see what's happening on the screen. I know that it's very close to 100 views at the moment, but I'm going to be deleting it and uploading this one this afternoon, I would have thought. So basically it's just a complete redo of that. If you guys have already sat through the original intro, fair play to you. It's going to be the same anyway, so don't worry too much about watching this, but I just wanted a little something to look presentable at the start of the series, hopefully to try and get a few more people interested in what we are doing and how far we get to go. So let's start off by looking at the squad. Now, Brian Murphy is the #1 goalkeeper at the moment. Of course, today is, what's the date today? It is the 23rd of December 2015 today. So I'm quite a way into my save at this point. I think I'm around about 25 episodes into the actual save. But in real life, as I say, Brian Murphy is our #1 goalkeeper. He was at QPR before he joined us in the Premier League as well. Although he didn't play for them in the Premier League. Joined us on a free transfer. He's a solid enough keeper. He's not a bad keeper at all. Then Paul Jones is our backup keeper. He was our #1 keeper last season, as you can see. Signed from Crawley a couple of seasons ago now on a free transfer, where he had been the #1 keeper as well. He was at Peterborough before that, Exeter, Leyton Orient. He's been around a little bit in the lower leagues. Never really made it above League One though. Enda Stevens has recently joined us from Aston Villa. There we go. On a free transfer. He's been on loan at Doncaster, Northampton, Notts County since joining Aston Villa from Shamrock Rovers, and he's a very good attack-minded left back. It's quite interesting to watch him play. He is a really good player. Not a wing back by any means, but he does like to get forward. Matt Clark is on loan from Ipswich, and this guy's got a lot of potential. He looks like a very, very strong, tall centre-back. He's formed quite a good partnership with Christian Burgess, although he's not been playing so much recently. However, as I say, when he has played, he has looked decent. He's good in the air, he's good in the tackle. Adam Webster, of course, Pompey youth player since 2011-2012, former England under 18s captain. He's a very, very good centre-back again. As you can see, his potential is quite high. His current abilities are 3 stars. He's only 20 years old. He's worth quite a bit as well. So, he's one of the players that I would like to try and build the team around. One of those 2 young centre-backs that we have with him and Jack Watmore. Christian Burgess, of course, he signed for an undisclosed fee from Peterborough. He's got, if I remember rightly, he's got a degree in history, something like that. He was picked up by Bishop Stortford whilst at university, and then got a massive move to Middlesbrough. And he's a very, very good centre-back. He's, again, quite tall. He's strong, he's good in the air. So, our defence, I'm very, very happy with our defence this season. And Ben Davies as well. He's played in right back for Pompey, and to be honest, I would say that's his best position. But this, I know FM doesn't seem to think he's any good in right back, so gonna have to look at how we're gonna use him. I might have to bring in a brand new right back for this save, just for him. But he's been around quite a bit. Sheffield United, Derby, Notts County, Shrewsbury, Chester City, Kidderminster, Walsall. Started off at Stoke. He's still a good player, though. Moving on to midfield, we've got Danny Hollands, who, of course, has been at Pompey for a couple of years now. First, look at that. 5 goals in 7 games on loan from Charlton. including a hat-trick on the last day of the season against Plymouth that season. He then joined us on a free transfer, did all right. He wasn't great in his second season, or his first full season with us, but he's still with us, so hopefully he can do a job for us in centre mid. Look at the clubs he's been at: Gills, Charlton, Swindon, Bournemouth, Torquay, and started off at Chelsea. He's not a bad player at all. Michael Doyle, very, very... He's one of those like terrier-like players. He likes a challenge. He works hard. He doesn't stop running at all. He's been at Sheffield United, Coventry, Leeds. Started off at Celtic. He is a fantastic player in that centre midfield position. Ball winning midfielder. That's definitely something that I enjoy utilising. A ball winning midfielder. He's getting on a bit, but I think he can do a decent enough job for us. Adam Barton. I'm not too sure how much of a part he's going to play in this. I haven't seen him a huge amount in real life. When I have, he's not been bad, but he's a defensive midfielder / central midfielder. I don't know really if I'm going to be using a deep line playmaker. I may, rather than that, give one of my younger midfielders a chance to try and shine a little bit. But we shall see. James Dunn, ball winning midfielder again. Again, not a bad player at all. He's like Michael Doyle. He likes getting the challenges in. He's now in his second season at Pompey. He's been at St Johnstone on loan, Stevenage, Exeter, Nottingham Forest. Started off at Arsenal. He's a decent enough player for us in that centre midfield position. Ben Close, 18 years old, another Pompey youth player. He's only played 12 games altogether, including 5 on loan at Poole Town, but he's got a lot of potential. He looks like a very good player, and he can play that ball-winning midfielder position quite well here. That may be where we utilise him. Not too sure at the moment. We shall see how he goes. We've got Gary Roberts, of course, inside forward. Plays in this attacking midfield right position. We are going to be using a 4-2-3-1 kind of formation, I would have thought. But he's a very good player. His potential and his current ability are huge on here. He was signed from Chesterfield for an undisclosed fee. Been at Swindon, Huddersfield, Crewe, Ipswich, Accrington, and started off in Wales. Which quite interesting considering he is English, is he? Yeah, he was born in Liverpool, but he started off in Wales. So, but he looks like a very, very good player. Got a lot of flair. His shooting is very good. I'm quite surprised it's so low on this, to be honest. But he can always pop up with a couple of very important goals. Got Gareth Evans, also plays in this position here. It's more of a winger. He's not great. I don't know how much he'll be playing for us. Signed him from Fleetwood. Before that, he's been at Crewe, Macclesfield, a couple of non-league sides, Bradford, Rotherham. As I say, I don't know how much I'm going to utilise him. We shall see as time goes on. Cal Naismith, of course, signed from Accrington. He was at Rangers before that. He's been at Rangers throughout the whole relegation thing. Looks like a decent player for us when he has played. He did a great job for me on one of the older Football Managers where I played as Rangers during all the relegations and that. He was hugely important to me. He was a very good player on there. So hopefully he can do just as well on here. Kyle Bennett, signed from Doncaster. He was at Bradford, Crawley, Bury and Wolves as well. Very, very quick attacking midfielder / attacking wheel. We're probably going to use him in this attacking left position. He's a very, very good player. He's absolutely tiny, but as I say, he's very quick. He's not strong, but if he gets the wrong side of the defender, he's away. There's nobody stopping him. Adam McGurk, he's someone who has performed very well when he's been used in real life by Pompey, but on here maybe his abilities kind of let him down a bit. I wouldn't say that's particularly what's the word? Can't think of the word. I wouldn't say that that is, you know, true. His true abilities and potentials. He is a lot better than that. Good player for most League Two sides, possibly a decent player for League One sides, as far as I'm concerned. He's been at Villa, Hensford, Tranmere, and of course Burton, where we signed him from. Matt Tubbs, of course, everyone or most people know of Matt Tubbs. 3-star potential and 3-star current ability. He's a very good player. He's more of a poacher than anything, and he will be used as our main striker. He's been around a little bit as well. Started off at Bournemouth, went to Bolton in the Premier League, didn't play any games, but rejoined Bournemouth, Dorchester, Salisbury, back to Bournemouth on loan, joined Crawley, was promoted with them, rejoined Bournemouth again, went out on loan a couple of seasons, left Bournemouth on loan for AFC Wimbledon before joining us on a free transfer, and he is a very, very good striker. He is one of those players that will always pop up for goals, pop up with goals for you if you need them. And Jayden Stockley on loan from Bournemouth, the youngster, he's been a bit. He hasn't scored many goals really whilst he's been out on loan, but he has done a very, very good job for Pompey whilst he's been with us in real life. He's got decent stats as a target man, which will only go up and up. But 21 years old, as you can expect, he probably will get a lot better over time. Now, if we pop into the under-21s quickly, you've got Michael Polk, who is out on loan at Eastleigh. I will probably be getting rid of him as soon as possible. He's not a good keeper at all. Alex Bass, another one of our youngsters. He hasn't played a single game for Pompey. He has been on the bench a couple of times though. Brandon Hornstrom, again, not played for Pompey. He has in real life now. Played a couple of games, but he looks like a decent player for the future. Calvin Harris, again, a decent player for the future, yet to play. Jack Watmore, out injured at the moment for 7 to 8 months, but he is a fantastic player. He broke into the Pompey team really last season, more so than the season before. He did a decent job the season before in League Two, but last season in League Two, he was fantastic for us whenever he played. And he's finally had a haircut. He's the guy that everyone said looked like a blonde Jack Wilshere, with a curly blonde wig. He's a very, very good defender, and hopefully we'll get the chance to utilise him sooner rather than later. Chadfield, I'll just skim over these. Chadfield, Dory Yates, Strand Nilsson, all three, none of them really look great on here. Young players who are yet to play for Pompey. Adam May, now this guy is yet to play a game for Pompey. He played one last season, but his potential is huge, and his current ability is not bad for a 17-year-old. Again, he's maybe one of these players that we can utilise in this centre midfield position. He's a ball-winning midfielder as well, so that'll be handy. May get someone along the lines of James Dunn or Michael Doyle tutoring him. Romy Bocco recently joined from Barat FC. He was at Chesterfield, Plymouth, Accrington, Sligo Rovers. It's quite interesting actually. He was at Accrington, Sligo Rovers and Chesterfield, all with Paul Cook, Pompey's current manager. He seems to think there's something about him, but he doesn't look too great, as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know how much of a chance he's going to get with us on here. Brandon Joseph Buardi, not going to really get a chance with us, I wouldn't have thought. Nigel Atangana is a decent centre midfielder, another ball-winning midfielder. It's his second season with us. As you can see, signed from Havant Moors to Louisville. One of my friends actually, it's quite a funny story. When I was in Crete, we signed Atangana from Havant Moors to Louisville, and one of my friends is a coach with Havant Moors to Louisville's academy, and he texted me saying, "Oh, you've just signed the non-league Yaya Toure." He's a very, very good player. His passing sometimes is a little bit suspect, but his tackling is perfect. He's quite strong. And his positioning is great off the ball as well. He's a very, very good player. Ben Tollett, a youngster signed from non-league football. He started off at Everton, joined Widnes on a free transfer, then Skelmersdale on a free transfer, and then joined us on a free transfer. He's done a decent job though when he's been used by Pompey, so you never know. He might make it, he might not. We'll just have to see. Only time will tell. And the big one, really, Connor Chaplin. He's been fantastic this season for us. He really has. His at the moment, like basically from the moment this episode's released, there was a stat put out yesterday, and I'll see if I can grab it quick. It shouldn't take long. I have got it saved on my mobile phone. Obviously, everyone at this point will know how well Jamie Vardy's been doing. Mahrez, Lukaku, and Giroud have been doing this season. It says, such has been Connor Chaplin's deadly impact. His minutes per goal ratio registers at 93.29 minutes. Better than Jamie Vardy, Romelu Lukaku, Olivier Giroud, and Riyad Mahrez. He's a huge, huge talent. Apparently, Liverpool have had scouts looking at him, so have Derby. He looks like he could come good on here and become a very, very important part of our squad. And it's very helpful that we've got, like, at the start of this save, we're going to have a goalkeeper in Brian Murphy. We've got our four defenders, possibly three, maybe need a new right back. Our two centre mids. These three attacking players in Bennett, Roberts, and maybe Chaplin there behind Tubbs or Stockley. But yeah, he looks like he's probably going to come good on this year's FM. And into the under-18s, Nick Hall, McDowell, Wakely, Usman Saidi, Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain, the brother of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Theo Widdrington, Tommy Scott, Jez Bedford, Kaleem Hotham, Liam Sayers, and Harvey Bradbury, the son of former Pompey man Lee Bradbury and current Havant manager, actually. So basically, yeah, that's about it as far as this first episode goes. Please, I know obviously if you guys have already seen that first original episode, then feel free to skip past this. I'm hoping really that this is gonna make people look at it and think, oh, okay, it's a decent video. Hopefully you guys will have found it interesting, finding out about the team and everything, and yeah, hopefully it will help me gain a bit more interest in the series as we go on. As I say, we're coming up to the 30th episode, so things have been a bit on and off with schedules recently with the uploading, but I'm trying to get back to an episode a day at least. I've got a lot of episodes that need to be edited and uploaded. I've got about 7 or 8 ready to be edited and uploaded, so I can do that over the next few days over Christmas. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next episode where we will be in the first game of the new season. I think, who did we play? Dagenham? Yeah, it'll be Dagenham and Redbridge. Again, you guys see, obviously all of these will be different. Well, most of these will be different, and that will as well. But thank you guys for watching, and as I say, I shall see you at this point. And also, have a lovely Christmas. I'll see you later. Bye bye.